Hello everyone, welcome back to another Wizard 101 video. Gamers of the world, we have a new update. Alert, we have a new update. Also, who is standing next to me with a dragon mount? I'm switching realms. This is stupid. None of you can see it, but I'm switching realms. There we go. I'm in Ravenwood, in case you're curious. That crow is really annoying. I've decided I'm leaving Ravenwood and going to the Commons. You can't see it, but it's happening. There we go. Well, we get Commons music today. Hello everyone, welcome to a video. God, this is a scuffed intro. Scuffed. Today, I'm going to be going over the new summer update. I know I've already gone over it, but it's the official update. It is officially released as of yesterday. But the reason why I didn't go over the patch notes yesterday in yesterday's video is because they were not out at the time of recording. So, let's go over them. So, you can see here, basically, the major thing that they wanted to include in this update was a new first-time user experience update and some quality of life changes. Now, this is kind of a common theme with updates I've noticed, is summer updates tend to be quality of life, and those kind of changes to things and features that already exist. The fall-autumn update is usually a new world. Spring update will be something, I don't know. And that's basically it. I don't think really there's that much else. But basically, summer updates tend to be changes to already existing things. Last summer update was the changing of characters and making them have different faces and whatnot. But you can see they've finished in this update. Just gonna go over the patch notes. Let's dive in. Take a breath. Blow some smoke through the hole in my chest. None of you got that reference, sorry. First time's user experience. They have changed some quests, changed it at its core. If you haven't seen it, I recorded a video about 2 weeks ago, I think, going over the summer update, whatever. Go over the first time user experience changes. I went over all of it. Again, reiterating my thoughts, I think Firecat Alley is good. I just don't like how they gutted Private Quinn. I'd rate that 7 out of 10 for the changes. They didn't do Triton Avenue. Cyclops Lane was a 3 out of 10. I think overall they made the street much worse, much less enjoyable, and they also made Nolan Stormgate just even more of a colossal douche, which I did not think was possible. And finally, they added some things with Malistaire and Merle Ambrose, and talking to Bartleby, incorporating the potion for Bartleby into the main quest line. I actually really do it. I smacked my microphone. I'm very sorry. My poor microphone. Anyways, incorporating that into the main quest line, and I thought that change was really good. I think it's the best change of the entire thing. I think the potion for Bartleby is really good for the main quest line. Now, overall, this part of the update, pretty decent. Not my favorite, but it's okay. I don't think it's bad. I just think that the old version was better. They've also added a new group feature. Basically, what this is it makes groups a more, what's that called? Intriguing thing. It's a thing that you should probably do if you're questing with a group of people. And the reason for this is that, there's a spot in a combat sigil as long as, for your other group member, as long as you join, which means that you can't get things like, say you're in a really full realm, you can't get it so that someone else joins the fight when a group member can't, which is nice. You can ride a multiplayer mount, you can queue for beast mode together, and you can chat with other players in a separate chat channel, which is always kind of awkward. So, they've also added some other things, like when players in a group defeat a monster, they have a better chance of collecting quest items. This is really cool, especially for a lot of collect quests. Like some hard ones in Avalon Azteca. Really nice. And when 4 members of a group join a combat sigil, they always get to act first, which is really good, especially for this completely changes things like Darkmoor and stuff, because now you want to join a group with the people you team up with and go in with, because you'll get that advantage of always going first, always having the advantage in the combat. So that's really good. You can see here, they also have adventure parties, which are kind of just a permanent group that allows players who wouldn't have a Discord or, you know, aren't really as synchronized to tell each other when they're going to meet up. Like, they're going to meet up on this day, this time, in this place, so that you can kind of schedule your questing more, and you don't lose touch of the people that you quest with, which is just really nice. To form an adventure party, you need to form a group with at least 4 players. Each player must be at least level 30. Each player in the group must have a free adventure party slot. One player must click the Create Adventure Party button. The player that clicks the Create Adventure Party button is the owner of the party, and they must first choose a name for the party. Once the owner chooses the name, an Adventure Party invitation is sent to all other members of the group. Now, this is a really good thing, in my opinion. It's really good for newer players. This is what I want for, like, first-time user experience and first-time users. I think this is very helpful for new players, and I really do like this change. I think it's one of the best changes they've made in years, to be honest. Also, an important thing to note is that if you want to be in an adventure party, but you don't have 4 people, you can find a random person, create the adventure party, and then that random person leaves, and it will still stay. As long as 2 players are in the adventure party, it will not disappear. So, if you just want you know, if you just want a smaller one, you can, in fact, do that. I believe. I think it said that. Yeah. So, if the adventure party ever just has 1 player in it, the adventure party is disbanded. So, as long as there is 2 players in it, you're fine. New Lemuria preview quest. The first one drew a strong response from fans. People liked it. I do agree. I think it made a lot of people curious about Lemuria and what it is. I'm really excited for the world. I think it's going to be a really good world. Excuse me. But this is a new Lemuria pre-quest. You can see here. You can see like a new, another like totem sigil thing. What's that called? Like a glyph? I don't know. Just a mural is what I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. Of some dude. There's some new Beast Moon events. There's an Avalon thing. There's a Death Dragonian, Ice Fairy, Fire Cyclops. I don't particularly care about Beast Moon. I know most people don't. But you can see here that they do add some new things to Beast Moon, which is pretty cool. Some new rewards, some craftable things, and you can get some spell elements from it as well. So have fun with that if you like Beast Moon. New spells and combat changes. This is a really good change. All of these are really good changes. If you join combat during the planning phase, you can now select your card right away. This is awesome. It means that things like, for example, detritus runs, it tends to be a common problem where sometimes people don't coordinate enough and someone gets in late, especially the hitter gets in late. This prevents that from ever happening, which is really, really good. Players can no longer join a combat sigil during the final round of combat, which means that if you're one of those people that really hates it when you're solo questing, and then on the round you kill, someone joins and drags in a third one, this makes it good for you. The player that has summoned a henchman or minion can now dismiss them by clicking on the red X button. You were not refunded the mana or crowns you may have used, but you can dismiss it if you want to. For example, if someone else wants to join the fight or something like that. When multiple players join a sigil, they're rewarded after combat with bonus wisps, which is really nice. I do think that this is really good, especially for a lot of things like, say, even after detritus runs. I know I keep bringing that up, but one thing for people that aren't death, like my death, that's a funny sentence, keep that in your head, you now don't need to go get health afterwards or use a potion, because you can just run around, get the wisps, have a good time. New spell and minion changes. Visit your Ravenwood professors to learn a brand new trainable spell. I don't think any of them were particularly good, if I remember correctly, but I'm going to go to it on my fire right now so that we can look at the fire spell. Oh god, there's the crow again. Get out of my head. Taunt and pacify spells. Sorry. Have newly updated mechanics seen on Shatterhorn and Grenader. Sorry, I'm tabbing back and forth between the screen and this. Alright. Let's close this. Alright, look at this. Okay, we have this scarab, which puts 3 traps, I think, on it. We have Glacial Golem, which this is definitely a PvP spell. It does some damage and then puts shields on you. And then Inferno Salamander, which actually isn't half bad of a spell. Look at that. 200 base damage plus 630 over time. That's actually pretty darn good. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to keep it in my deck But keep in mind that Inferno Salamander is actually a pretty poggers fire spell. So this is the first new spell that they've added that I haven't thought was pretty bad. So that's pretty cool. Added Wildfire to the Fire Elemental Minion spell deck. Pretty cool. Spectral Minion and Sprite Guardian spells have been reduced in cost from 4 to 3 pips. That's pretty good. Animate spell redesign. Animate Dark Pack now correctly shows that providing 1 blade instead of 2. Okay, so they did change that. Oh. Okay, wait. So they changed normal Dark Pack, by the way, if you haven't known, so that it gives you 2 blades. I guess that the TC one would only give you 1 blade. So now that correctly shows that. Sprite Guardian TC is set to correct cost. Some more things, whatever. New monstrology extracts. You can extract dinos, draconians, and extract insects for monstrology. Pretty cool. Monstrology is still kind of meh, but whatever. PvP improvements. Matchmaking. They've improved their matchmaking system so that it is sorted by tier first, level band next, rank, and then rating. And this kind of gives people a... It kind of gives them a... What's it called? Like a more accurate and apt queue in PvP, which is really nice. TC gating. Basically what this does, it affects only PvP. Basically it prevents people from bringing high-level treasure cards into a low-level fight. So it can be kind of useful. Prevents low-level PvP from being dominated by high-level cards just with treasure cards. So I think this is an okay change. I don't really know. Meta curation. Okay, so they've increased the PvP damage intersection from 100 to 125. Adjusting the crit damage multiplier razor, raising the potential damage of a crit. So they're trying to make PvP a bit more damaging. So what it is that they think that the current PvP standard, the damage is too low between people. PvP is also temporarily free to play, so that's pretty cool if you want to do PvP. Crown Shop additions. They've added a wish list function so that you can inspect your friends and inspect random people, see if they want anything. So if you're feeling nice, you can buy them something. Also, there's a battle ready button on a henchman, so that means that you don't have to go searching for the proper henchman and look through the crown shop during combat, which can take a long time. You can just find it right away, which is pretty cool. Add a new bundles section. Items can now be shown or hidden based on account age, character level, character class, previous crown purchases, and more. Miscellaneous. Okay, there's new Crocotopia teleporters. That's probably the most important thing here. There isn't really anything all that interesting. Okay, it doesn't really look like there's anything that interesting. They've added diversity to new emojis, so that's pretty cool. But that's really it. Going over the different changes, you can see that they've... Oh, I accidentally opened Origin. You can see that they've added some new changes. I think that this update's pretty solid. Stephanie is now 113, in case you're curious. She's trekking. She's now in Mirage. And you can see here, this is the View Wishlist button. Oh, she actually put stuff on her wish list, so you can gift Stephanie something. Do I want to gift? I don't have crowns. I can't gift Stephanie anything, but, like, I could. If I could, I would. Yeah, so that's really cool. I think there's some new stuff, like there's a new pack out. But otherwise, really, there isn't all that much. So, I think this is a good change. Let me know what you think of it in the comments section down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's just all around okay? Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed, did I already do my outro? I don't know. Goodbye. Adios, friends. I'll see you in the next video.